everybody, how's it going? And welcome to the mod pack Age of Energy, where I have found a village from the Dungeon Pack mod, and I am just going to be doing a quick review slash tutorial on how to get started in this mod pack, and hopefully make things easier and simpler for you. So, I guess let's get started. First, obviously, you want to get diamonds. That is always the first priority. That unlocks everything. In case you were wondering, yes, I am using a jetpack. So you get diamonds, then you're going to want to mine for adamantium ore. This right here. This very, very useful ore. You will have to have diamonds to mine it. Once you get it, you smelt it pretty much just like any other ore. Throw it in a furnace. It takes a little longer than most metals to smelt. And voila, adamantium ingot. Now, once you have this, you're going to want to make an adamantium pickaxe. Now, it's pretty much the same thing as a diamond pickaxe. However, it mines a little bit faster and also has pretty much 1 million uses. It is almost unbreakable. It's pretty awesome. Can be enchanted pretty much the same as diamonds. Very useful. So you're going to want to get as much of adamantium as you can because it's very useful and is required for just about everything in the Mandalore's battle mod. So once you get that, you want to try and find this right here, energy stone. This is one of the rarest things in the entire game, not just the mod. It only spawns below Y7, and it's never in groups higher than 2. It takes the same amount of time to mine as obsidian, and yeah, it also glows slightly, so it's really easy to recognize it. So once you get that, you'll have to smelt that up. And then that should, there we go, give you an Electron Orb, which, as you can see right there, it's got a little animated texture. That is like the power core for just about everything. So once you get that, you are going to want to get this lazulite dust. It's made, that simple recipe right there gives you 1. Then you want to throw that in a furnace. It'll smelt up. And voila, you get a lazulite crystal. And so, once you have that, pretty much all this right here is what you're trying to get towards. The lazulite is used with the adamantium to make anatanium. As you can see, you can put it anywhere you want in the crafting grid. That'll give you an anatanium ingot. Then all this right here, these few items, the base for pretty much everything in this mod. You're going to need all of these for just about anything. Iron rods, 2 iron ingots give you 2 iron rods. So for example, if you want to make a laser pickaxe, which I highly recommend doing as soon as you get to electron orbs, you're going, well, actually it only requires 1. So you're going to need 1 electron orb right there, your 2 iron rods, and then 2 lazulite crystals, and voila, laser pick. Never, I repeat, never shift click anything out of your crafting grid. It will not get its enchantment. You always want to just pick it up with this mod. Don't shift click it. So this comes with an enchantment, Fortune 1, and then Fire Aspect. And it's an epic pickaxe, has a lot of uses, and mines this fast. It is far faster than mining in creative mode. That stuff right there is, what's it called? Nuclear sludge. That's what it is. I'll get to that in just a minute. So, yeah, laser pick. Really, really awesome tool slash weapon. It does 23 attack damage. But as I said, the electron orbs are very hard to find. So, once you get that, it'll be much easier to find stuff as you can clear out large caves very short times. So, once you get a bunch of electron orbs, you are going to want to make some energized armor. Always pick it up. It has protection 2 and thorns 5. Now, I'm not going to put on my chestplate because I want my jetpack, but these are all of its recipes. As you see, it requires Adamantium. And, I think, if I'm right, you need 8. Yeah, you need 8 electron orbs to make a full suit of armor. You throw that on, and it actually gives you, I believe it blocks 85% of damage that you will receive. It doesn't have like the greatest texture in the world, but it's cool armor, so you know what, give me a break. However, it does go quite well with the resonant jetpack. So once you have that, you'll be virtually invincible to everything but falls, unless you have a jetpack like this. So, and fire. I believe you get damaged by fire. Yeah. So you're gonna want to get that stuff right there, and then you want to work towards making as many nuclear atoms as you can. See, told you the nuclear sludge would come in. You got to get the sludge bin right here, which, if I can show you how it's made. Hold on. Ah, right here. Stupid NEI. There we go. Sludge bin. Any wood logs and a slime ball. That'll give you a bin. So you then take your bin, and you're going to want to find yourself some sludge and not get set on fire by it. But as you can see, I'm taking virtually no damage from this because of my armor. So, once you have your sludge bin and stop burning, you're going to use your sludge bin along with lights, which are made from, they're basically super powered redstone lamps that don't need any signal to turn them on. They produce the full amount of light available from anything in the game. You can't get anything brighter than them. So you're going to need the lights, 2 diamond blocks, 2 lapis blocks, and a sludge bin. That'll give you some nuclear atoms. Now, to show you some of the possibilities with these, let me switch over into creative. And let's go. Okay, this one. So, going to need nuclear atom, electron orb, and some ice. Once you have all that, simply take this. Say there's a mob chasing you, just freeze it in some nice ice. Just right click and that will freeze it up. And then if you're in survival and you break any of the ice, it should, most of the time, break everything that you just did. So that's a very useful tool. Then my personal favorite is this one right here, the Ender Wand. Now, this one nuclear atom, iron rod, and then compressed ender, which is 8 ender pearls and eye of ender. So you get that and just right click and it teleports you to wherever you're right clicking. Or if you click on top of a block, it will teleport you. Well, if you click on the bottom of a block, it will put you on top of it. I recommend not doing this inside of a cave because you will probably get glitched into the ground and die. But regardless, it's an epic tool. I love it. Also, there's the Wand of Fire, which is made from a flame rod, which I will show you right here. Can be used as a flint and steel, or you can just whack creatures with it and set them on fire. It's quite simply blaze powder, nuclear atom, iron rod. So once you get the Wand of Fire, you right click on the ground and it gives you a slightly larger fire. And it works from pretty much any range that you can see. Also, you can still whack stuff and set it on fire. There's also health wands, which are made using, I believe, the health sword. Yes. The healing sword, you hold it, it gives you regeneration, and does pretty much the same damage and has the same stats as a diamond sword. But the health wand, you whack something, and instead of damaging it, it will heal whatever you are hitting. And also, when you right-click with it, it gives you brief regeneration, so it's useful. There's a spider sword, which is made using some cobwebs. You right-click and it shoots out webs. Also, when crafted, it gets Bane of Arthropods 10. There are lightsabers, which can be used as pickaxes. They do 30 damage, and they're about as efficient as a diamond pickaxe. So that's also a very useful tool if you want to go for that instead of the laser pick. You can, slightly cheaper. There's a bunch of random swords that you can make from different things. A dirt sword, which has 1 attack damage and 1 use. Explosive swords, which, let me grab myself a creature. You whack it and it explodes. Hold on a second, let me see. Sorry about that. I had my explosion animation off, so let me show you that again. You whack a creature, it causes a small explosion and kills it. That's made from TNT, I believe. Yeah, and then a stick. Really simple. There's also an adamantium sword. 9.5 attack damage, has, again, almost 1,000,000 uses. Nether swords, which are made from nether quartz, very low uses, but they have high attack damage. Then let me see here. Emerald, probably one of the coolest things to get if you need a lot of materials. The looting sword. This thing right here. Let me grab myself a creature and I will show you what it does. Oh, it's the boss. I really don't want to bother fighting that one. Let me try a different one. Okay. It does only 5 attack damage and has very low uses, but it comes with looting 45, which, as you can see, just gave me 35 arrows from 1 skeleton. It is an incredibly useful sword, though it does cost a whole emerald block. So, if you do not have a good source of emeralds, then it might take you a while to get that. Also, apples for pretty much every material. All of them have different status effects. Try them out. The Ultra Apple is definitely the best. It makes you pretty much invincible, and you can one-shot anything with your fist for 10 minutes. It's a great investment if you have a lot of diamonds to spend. Next up, my favorite... Okay, I don't know. It's close for my favorite thing in this mod. I don't know whether I like this or the Ender Wand better. but let's see here. The 3 leather, and then infinity bow shaft, made from all that. Infinity bow core, made from all that. And then obviously the leather. And you will get an infinity bow with infinity 1, flame 1, power 5, punch 1, unbreaking 5, and sharpness 1, because it can also be used as a sword. As you see, it does 5 attack damage. This is the infinity bow. It requires arrows to shoot. You can't just shoot without anything, but you can quick shot. Doesn't have to draw, though you can pull it back. It makes no difference. It has a slightly longer range and is more accurate than a standard bow. As you can see, barely any drop at that distance. I think it 2 shots just about everything. Actually, I already have a spawn egg. And you get swiftness when you're holding it. Oh, it 1-shots everything, apparently. Yeah. Oh! Infernal mob. So, yeah, with the Infernal Mobs mod, you're going to need stuff like this to defend yourself. Very useful weapon. Let's see here. What else is there that I should go over? There's also random ores like pearl ore that you can find, which when mined will give you pearl shards, which can be used to craft ender pearls. There's petrified pickle, which will give you pickles, which restore 1 hunger point. There's stone armor, which is made from just standard stone. There are laser detonators, which sludge bin, some gold, and that'll give you 4 laser detonators. They have a fairly large explosion. They're really cool, very useful if you don't mind losing other ores to find adamantium and electron, because both of those are completely immune to explosions. Next up, best thing in the entire mod. Not my favorite, but it's the best. 250 attack damage, Mjolnir. Which, for those of you who know about Marvel Comics and all that stuff, that is the Thor's hammer. It's pretty expensive to make, but if you can get the stuff, it's well worth it, because it does 250 attack damage, plus it gives you resistance and fire resistance. It, if I can get close enough to this guy, will wreck everything with 1 shot. I believe it takes 2 hits to kill the Ender Dragon. But regardless, it's very powerful. Summons lightning on anything that you hit as well. Where'd he go? There we go. Oh, that guy has high armor. And he's dead. So yeah, that is Thor's hammer. So I think that's pretty much all the really big and fancy stuff from this mod. It adds also blocks for most of the ores. Couple other fancy things like X-ray blocks, which allow you to see through the ground. The lights, if you're not using them to craft something, can just be used as light. They are so bright, though, that there's a slight dark spot around them, but their light goes out farther than other sources. So they're really, really useful. I think that's just about it. I guess to finish everything up, I will show you what this does, because it's awesome. That. Let me get myself a low-tier stone pickaxe. Just the basics. Actually, you know what? Wood. Let's see how fast I can mine with this. That's pretty good. Let me see if I can mine this with it. Yep. So, yeah. I can one hit everything with my fists because I have strength 10, I believe. Or is it 20? Don't remember. The mod also adds a few creatures. Actually, it's 5 creatures, but there are fire axes, which basically blazes, but a little more powerful. And you don't want to get close enough for them to touch you because it will likely kill you. There's ogres, which behave kind of like zombie pigmen, whereas if you punch one, the rest come after you. But they are docile up until then. They burn in daylight, spawn in the jungle, I believe. There are guardian bots, which spawn in the plains biomes and shoot pretty much any creature. They have arrows. That's the nether creep. It gives anything that it punches wither, however it does not explode, and it only lives in the nether and spawns occasionally in deserts. It can climb walls though, so watch out for that thing. The poison spider, which, as you would probably assume, just poisons you when you get attacked by it, but it's basically a regular spider, so it's not as small and agile as the cave spider. That one, I believe, also lives in the nether and is immune to fire along with that, which you can see. Ah, come back here. You know what? Here we go. Apparently those are immune to fire too. Kind of forgot about that, because they're basically stone. Yeah, but... Okay, no, those aren't immune to fire, but these are. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this kind of random video. I'm sorry if it was just kind of put together last minute or laggy or anything. It was kind of put together last minute. So, as I said, hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you will find this video useful and helpful. If you did, please leave a like. Check out this mod pack, Age of Energy, which is currently the only place that the Mandalore's battle mod is available. I am going to try and put this mod on a couple of the popular mod sites, but for now you can get it in Mandalore's battle mod, which has many, many, many other mods. It's an incredibly fun to play mod pack, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time, so bye.